This is the picture of BTB Savage on Wednesday, March 29th, of him posing with his watch and chain in front of a door that appeared to have been riddled with bullet holes and large amounts of dried blood. And then the caption stated, quote, "Too much motion." But little did he know that would be his last. On Monday, Harris County Institute of Forensic Sciences noted that a man named Darrell Gentry died of multiple gunshot wounds shortly before on Thursday. And Darrell Gentry is none other than BTB Savage. The Houston Police Department, or HPD, acknowledged that a body was discovered at approximately 6:10 p.m. after officers responded to a report of a shooting in the 2100 block of Midlane and San Felipe Street in River Oaks. There, police discovered BTB Savage on the ground next to a bullet-riddled white Mercedes sedan and a number of spent shell casings. At a press conference held on Thursday evening, Houston Police Chief Troy Finner stated that the victim had been killed in a quote-unquote targeted assault by two individuals who were driving a dark-colored SUV and had fired shots at him. BTB Savage's mother confirmed that her son was gunned down in a drive-by shooting in the River Oaks area. According to the report, Ward claims that the murder of her son was an act of retaliation for the murder of another man who, according to her, was a member of a group that attempted to rob Gentry inside his house in San Antonio in February. She stated that her son's online persona is not how she knew him. Ward claims her son called her in February, excited to tell her his rapping career was finally getting off the ground after he thought he was going to be featured in a song. "I want to encourage all the youth. Stop the violence," Ward said. "Stop the violence. Do something different with your life. I am fully aware of who my son is. The violence that takes place in these streets with these youth is so unnecessary. Kill your debt. Kill the negativity. Don't kill each other," added his mother. Who is BTB Savage? BTB Savage, also known as Brian Thompson, was born in Cleveland, Ohio, but subsequently relocated to Texas. He went to Churchill High School in San Antonio, where the basketball team he was on was very successful. After he graduated, he started to pursue a career in music, despite the fact that he had previously not shown any interest in the field. Unfortunately, BTB Savage came across a number of financial challenges and found it difficult to maintain their standard of living. Even after he enlisted in the military, the pay wasn't enough to handle all of his bills and living expenses. It wasn't until much later in life that he made the decision to treat rapping as a serious endeavor and make a profession out of it. His first single, Marilyn Manson, which featured VZ and was produced by Divin X Chino, was a significant shift forward for him. Songs like Pinky's Oreos, Break the Bank, Dolce Gabbana, and First Day Out are some hit songs of BTB Savage, along with collaborations with famous rappers such as Grams, Junie Knotts, Skilla Baby, and VZ. The Assault. On March 26th, Vlad TV, which has 5.46 million subscribers, uploaded a video in which BTB Savage described an attempted robbery that took place at his apartment in downtown San Antonio.
They was always hitting me up to do music.
In the 30-minute conversation, BTB Savage claimed he was approached by a man to do a musical collaboration, and he noted that this man had requested multiple times to work together. The rapper stated that the man was not there by himself, but rather was accompanied by an older individual when he arrived at his home studio. Despite this, he allowed the two people to enter his apartment anyway. Here is exactly what the late artist had to say about himself in his conversation with Vlad TV.
There's other people in the car, so I don't know how that go or whatever. I don't know if they was dropping them off or what. So boom, they both hop out. And I'm like, what's up? I'm talking to him, like, what's up? What y'all on?
BTB Savage recalled having an odd feeling about the two men, the man he knew and the man's uncle, but he continued with the plan to record music. In the end, the rapper claimed that the younger man was instructed by the older man to go out to the vehicle in order to retrieve some musical equipment. The younger man complied with the older man's request, which caused BTB Savage to lock the door out of nervousness. After a heated exchange over locking the door, the 34-year-old visitor drew his gun and demanded BTB Savage give over his jewelry, prompting a gunfight between the two men and BTB Savage's girlfriend.
Car and get more, like get the rest of it.
He added,
So I'm thinking like, damn, why would you?
The Money Blood rapper claimed that he fought with the man, who reportedly had 2 guns, while simultaneously ordering his girlfriend to shoot the person who had attacked them. He pointed out that it was the very first time that either of them had ever fired a gun at another person. The younger man ran away from the scene of the shooting after the other artist, who BTB Savage believed had come there to record a collaboration with him, exchanged fire with the girlfriend through the apartment door. BTB Savage recounted that they engaged in a lengthy struggle over the weapons, and that the assailant even threatened to harm his sleeping child. A gunshot wound to his arm exposed his bones, so he and his girlfriend and child eventually left the apartment and were rushed to the hospital. Reportedly, the assailant also sustained multiple gunshot wounds and requested to be brought to the hospital alongside the rapper. But BTB Savage claims he ignored the request and just left the assailant in the apartment, where he is believed to have died. Before departing with his girlfriend and son, BTB Savage claims he told the person who attacked him, quote, "Fuck you, I ain't taking you to no fucking hospital." He went on to describe shielding his son from witnessing the gruesome scene in his mangled elbow, and a friend eventually took them to the hospital. According to the artist, the police questioned him about the attempted robbery, but they ultimately chose not to press charges against him or his girlfriend, as they believe they acted in self-defense. Days after BTB Savage's death, police have released the name and photo of the suspect wanted in his killing. A 40-year-old man named Montrel Burley has been charged with the murder. Besides Burley, another unnamed suspect who has not been identified is also wanted in the murder of 26-year-old Darrell Gentry, aka BTB Savage. Bang bang culture? For many years, the hip-hop community has struggled with the so-called bang bang culture, which glorifies and normalizes firearms violence. This culture has been perpetuated through lyrics, music videos, and other forms of media that portray guns and violence as a way of life. Tragically, the consequences of this culture have been all too real for many rappers, as demonstrated by the fact that a number of artists have lost their lives as a direct result of the gun violence that has permeated the rap community. According to Vox, more than 30 rappers have lost their lives as a direct result of gun violence in just the last decade. Some of the most high-profile cases include Tupac Shakur, Notorious B.I.G., XXXTentacion, Nipsey Hussle, and Pop Smoke. The causes of these deaths are multifaceted and diverse, but in most cases they can be traced back to a confluence of factors. These factors can include affiliations with rival gangs, feuds with other artists, and personal disputes. The normalization of violent acts in hip-hop has contributed to a culture of aggression and retribution, which has resulted in these tragic outcomes. And another one now joins the list, BTB Savage. Rest in peace.